Hello, I am Dave Ritchie. I am your councillor, have been for the last 6 years, and deputy mayor for the last 2. I have been my privilege to serve and work for this municipality for these last 8 years. I look forward to the future. We have a lot of good things going on. As a past farmer, I know status quo and standing still doesn't cut it anymore. I am for movement of the municipality forward and growth. Strong leadership and decisive decisions is needed in the next few years as our municipality grows forward. I've been excited with the growth that we've had in the last few years and some of the things that we've been able to achieve with the building of the fire hall, upgrades in the sewer and water, and now with this new affordable housing complex. Mayor Warnock and I lobbied down at the county 2 years ago for funding and the budget for urban and rural build, and now we are going to be building a $13 million 41-unit seniors project in Victoria Harbour starting now. So when you get your ballot, vote for me and elect Dave Ritchie as your mayor for positive and decisive leadership. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Ted Walker, and I'm asking for your consideration to vote for me as your next mayor of Tay Township. My 34 years as Chief Administrative Officer for the Township of Georgian Bay, Town of Penetanguishene, Town of Midland, and 14 years with the Township of Tay has provided me with a comprehensive knowledge of municipal government. My many years of experience as a municipal CAO is a unique and very valuable asset I can bring to the office of mayor, which would benefit the governance of Tay significantly. I have implemented many successful initiatives and cost savings efficiencies. I have excellent working relationships with the senior levels of government, the county, the province, and the federal government. This is important because we need to establish good working relationships with these senior levels of government to help Tay prosper. I've also had experience as a member of council, 1 term as councillor and 1 term as deputy reeve with the former village of Port McNichol. My goal is to help Tay prosper, to provide for efficient and effective governance, and to seek and encourage public input. I have spoken to many residents over the past several weeks from all areas of the township, and they indicated to me that Tay needs change. Tay needs fresh ideas and a fresh approach. Tay needs a council that is more responsive to the residents. I have the experience, knowledge, and leadership skills to make this happen. I am proud of our township and all it has to offer, and I would work very hard as your mayor to make Tay an even better place to live. Thank you.
I want to thank Rogers Cable for the opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Jim Crawford, running for Deputy Mayor in the Township of Tay. I bring a significant business experience at an executive level. I had a career with Hydro for 46 years. I served 20 years as president of Tay Hydro. I dealt with different levels of government, corporate partners, community groups, and general consumer. I have a solid reputation for conducting business affairs with absolute honesty, ethics, as well as treating people at all levels with the utmost respect. I'm a good listener and approachable. I have applied the same philosophy as Ward 1 councillor for the past 4 years. Lifelong resident of Georgian Bay area, 25 years in Tay. I have a strong desire to give back to the community. I have a capacity and willingness to be open to change. It's important for Tay in the coming years. Tay needs a strong voice and presence at Simcoe County Council. I can deliver that. We live in a fast-paced, ever-changing world. Status quo won't do. I am fully committed to always place the best interests of Tay first. Vote for Jim Crawford, October 22nd, for Deputy Mayor. Thank you.
Hello, my name is GERARD LACHAPELLE. I currently sit as a councillor at Ward 2. I'm running for the Deputy Mayor because I believe our municipality needs to change focus on how we manage our day-to-day business. Fiscal responsibility is one of the most important issues in this election, and when it comes to spending the ratepayers' hard-earned money, I believe we can do better. From infrastructure to service work, I believe we can find a better balance between outsourcing contract work and doing it in-house. From my experience, it's a guaranteed cost savings. The other big issue in this election is how we communicate with the residents of Tay Township. I believe we are accountable to those who elect us, and I'll always be a voice for the people. I bring 30 years experience as public works superintendent for Tay Township. My extensive knowledge of community needs, roads and infrastructure, water management, bylaws and planning, alongside my continued commitment to Parks and Recreation, will be an all-important asset in the decision-making process that will move our community forward. Regarding community involvement, I have many years volunteering as a member of the local fire department, coaching community sports teams, and sit on several boards and committees. Near and dear to my heart is the Gail LaChapelle Memorial Fund, which has raised over $500,000 in support of GBGH. To sum it up, I'm fiscally responsible, have an excellent working relationship with community residents and municipal staff. I'm proud of my years of service at Township Tay, from the proposed council, the design and implementation of the Tay Shore Trail, subdivision development, and my current role on the Mackenzie Beach Reconstruction Committee. I'm a community-oriented candidate, accountable to the residents of Tay Township. I'll always be accessible, always be a voice for the people.
My name is Joe Black. I am running for councillor in Ward 1, Tay Township. I have lived in Tay, Port McNicoll for most of my life. I'm self-employed as a general contractor, and I'm looking to bring a fresh voice to our community. I'm very good at problem solving and finding solutions to fix tasks and goals. My father, Rick Black, was on council, and I have seen firsthand the outcome and dedication of a council member. I have worked with him on many projects in our community, such as the cemetery, Ball Diamonds, arena, and our downtown pavilion. From my research in public communication, I will advocate for the following. Calvert Park be fixed up and turned into a small boat launch and picnic area. Better rural road maintenance and better winter road maintenance. Stronger public safety with increased police presence. Growth in our ward. Skate park and splash pad for our youth to have recreational activities. All while respecting budget limitations. I will always be accessible to our community members as a representative of Tay Township. I promise to make sound decisions and protect our quality of life for both present and future generations. I strongly believe in the want and needs of our residents of Tay. I want to be your ears and your voice for our community. I hope by election day, I will have earned not just your vote, but your trust and support. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Matthew Lund, and I'm running for councillor for Ward 1 in Tay Township. I'm a family man. I have a family in Tay Township. I'm a small business owner in Tay Township. I pay taxes in Tay Township. I don't know about you, but I'm very frustrated with the constant complacency of our township council over the years. The indifference to bringing economy or development or infrastructure to our community. I have seen and watched as our community has stayed in the same situation or decreased in its economic prosperity over the years that I've lived here. I want to be a voice of change. I want to focus on the things that make Tay Township great. Things like the Wye Marsh, the SS Keewatin, the Martyrs Shrine, or St. Marie among the Hurons, all Tay Township landmarks that are not given the opportunity to be shined as Tay Township. They're always given credit to Midland. I want to be the voice that brings tourism to Tay Township. I want to bring infrastructure that brings jobs and economy to Tay Township. So if you're looking for a voice of change, if you're looking for a new hope, well, vote for me, Matthew Lund, Ward 1 Councillor for Tay Township.
Hello, my name is Paul Raymond, and I am a candidate for councillor in Tay Township, Ward 1. I live at Paradise Point in Port McNicoll and have since 2002. I'm an avid volunteer and a successful entrepreneur and business owner with a background in IT, logistics, auditing, management, and analytics. I appreciate candid discussion and do not retreat if that discussion gets uncomfortable. My objectives, if elected, I will work at removing some of the barriers that prevent residents from receiving the full services that they are due. I will encourage township staff to provide better oversight and communication regarding projects being done in and around Tay Township. I will investigate the high cost of providing municipal water in Tay Township and report back to the residents. I will also look into a public launch ramp in Port McNicoll. This is another subject the residents have been asking about but never has been formally addressed. I will work with all relevant stakeholders, including CIM and the owners of the Skiwatn, towards revitalizing Port McNicoll and the surrounding areas to encourage more visitors. I will work on the unification of Tay Township residents by encouraging the 4 area villages, Port McNicoll, Victoria Harbour, Wabashine, and Waverley, as well as rural Tay, to create, promote, and participate in combined events involving our communities and service clubs. Most importantly, I will represent my constituents to the best of my ability in all matters that will come before council, and to keep residents informed by way of town hall meetings at least once a year. I will not hide from your concerns, I will deal with them. With your support, we can start working on building our future together. My name is Paul Raymond, and I am asking for your support to elect me as councillor for Tay Township Ward 1. Thank you.
I have and I will continue to focus on you, the people of Ward 1. My name is Sandy Talbot, and I have been your elected voice of the people of Port McNicoll, Waverley, and the rural area for the last 4 years on Tay Council. While Council works as a cooperative team, each councillor wears 2 hats. My first being the authority overseeing business of Tay Township. As Ward 1 councillor, I have exercised that authority continually, demanding accountability and transparency in all business presented. There is no rubber stamp in my briefcase. Second hat is Port McNicoll and surrounding areas, including Waverley. I am equally a promoter of this entire community. My job at council is to address what best benefits our constituents. There is no gender balance on council, so I work to represent both men and women of our community. There is no I in team, so I represent 1 of 7 votes as a powerful voice for we, the constituents. My track record shows we have a firm proponent of infrastructural renewal. All of Tay's services and facilities have a best before date, and we constantly work at making that happen. Example, sidewalk completion on 7, 247 LED signboards, in-kind donations for the pavilion at Patterson Park, plus rafts. I have pushed for the extension of the Tay Trail on 1st Avenue, the fire station on Old Fort Road. Future projects, boat launch, accessibility grants for parks and arenas. We need to keep those areas clean at all times. Senior housing. And the other one would be a management review of the township as a whole. As councillor, my job, 1, is to focus on what counts, and that is you, the people.
I'm Sylvia Bumstead, a lifelong resident of Tay Township Ward 2, and I want to be your new voice on council. I have a strong business background as both an employee and business owner. I know what it takes to meet a payroll, and my business skills have been strengthened through my role as a small business advisor and loan officer with North Simcoe Community Futures. I'm an environmentally conscious landowner recognized by the Ministry Stewardship Program for preserving habitat and attracting wildlife. And I'm an active 25-year member of Bird Studies Canada's songbird monitoring projects, not to mention being a past volunteer naturalist at the Wymarsh Wildlife Centre. My personal ties to Tay run even deeper as a member of the Victoria Harbour Legion Ladies Auxiliary, where I served 4 terms as secretary, and also an active member of many sporting teams in my youth. But more importantly, as your member of council, I offer a vision of Tay as an attractive, safe, vibrant place where families, businesses, seasonal residents, and the elderly can work, play, and afford to retire. As your member of council, I bring 30 years of key management skills, including budgeting, human resources, and responsible fiscal management. As your member of council, I bring my belief in fact-based decision-making and will ensure that council's priorities are effectively and professionally carried out by municipal staff through the CADEAU. As your member of council, I bring common sense and the ability to listen and represent you, my taxpaying friends and neighbors of Ward 2. On October 22nd, mark your ballot for Sylvia Bumstead, your new voice on council.
Hello, my name is Willard CADEAU, hopeful councillor for the Township of Tay, Ward 2. I'm a lifelong resident of Tay Township, married for 49 years to my wife Sally. I have a daughter Jody, a son-in-law Billy, and a grandson Liam. I have been a community supporter forever. 35 years as a volunteer firefighter, with 5 years as District Chief of Hall 5, Tay Township. 15 years as a member of the Victoria Harbour Lions Club, and a member of the Victoria Harbour Legion, Branch 523, for 25 years. I am a retired tool and die maker after 45 years at TRW Midland. This will give me time to get involved with township matters. Some of my goals: looking to restore respect and common sense in the dealing with taxpayers' issues by township staff and council. This would bring better cooperation in solving problems. Fight to have Ward 2 get its share of tax dollars spent, as we are falling behind with infrastructure. Example, roads, sidewalks, storm sewers. Continued support for seniors and low-income housing. Be involved with decision-making for the betterment of Ward 2 and Tay Township as a whole. Always accessible and willing to listen. If you have a municipal concern or an idea that could benefit the Township of Tay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mary Warnock, and I'm running for the position of Ward 2 Councillor in the Township of Tay. I have both the time commitment and energy required to represent you in the manner you deserve. I bring to the table over 25 years of experience caring for others as a registered practical nurse at our local hospital. I'm the wife of someone who devoted years of his life to municipal politics, giving me a unique perspective on the needs of our community. I'm the mother of 3 grown sons and a grandmother of 3, so I'm no stranger to multitasking. Born and raised in Victoria Harbour, I've always been involved in the community as a volunteer, fundraiser, and champion of many causes close to my heart. I have no hidden agendas. I just want Tay to move forward in a progressive and positive manner. Community safety and security, programs for children and teens, senior workshops, exercise programs, promotion of small business, affordable housing and transportation are just a few of the items on my platform. I'm not afraid of hard work, and I will listen to your concerns, making sure you are heard at the council table. Please show me your support with your vote. I am the right choice for the right reasons. I encourage everyone to vote by mail prior to October 22nd, or at the township office. Remember, the right to vote is a privilege. Thank you for your time.
I am Barry Norris, a resident in the Duck Bay Road area of Tay Township since 1978, and I'm seeking your support for the councillor's position for Ward 3. My municipal experience dates back to the 1980s when I was appointed by council to the Wabashine Recreation Committee for 3 years. I was elected by the residents of Tay for 2 terms prior to amalgamation, then elected in Ward 3 after. Along with my municipal experience, I was involved with the Coldwater Minor Hockey Association executive for 11 years and served as president for 9 of those years. I was one of the founding directors of the Wabashine Minor Baseball Association and served as a director for over 5 years. My work history has primarily been in managerial positions with a major auto manufacturer, the Ontario government, and eventually retiring from the Mount Pleasant Group of Cemeteries in Toronto in 2008. I also had the opportunity to own and operate a landscape business in Mississauga and a tourist park in this municipality. These areas have given me the experience to efficiently manage financial budgets and effectively communicate with people in a positive way that will asset the municipality. Being semi-retired, I have the time to devote my services to the township and its residents. Changes in funding and policies from our federal, provincial, county governments require us to provide good representation at the municipal level to try and increase funding and give direction that is realistic to our needs, and we can prosper in our future endeavors of this municipality. I ask for your vote and look forward to having the opportunity to represent the residents of Ward 3 and all the residents of Tay Township. Thank you.
One of the greatest rights we have in Canada is to have your say. In Ontario, this right is one of the pillars that ensures democracy in our local municipal and school board elections. It gives you the freedom of choice and a voice to your opinions in choosing the municipal and school board representatives in your community. If you are at least 18 years of age, a Canadian citizen, and a resident of or own property in Ontario, you can participate in your local municipal and school board elections this fall. One way to make this process more efficient is to verify that your name is on the preliminary list of electors used to prepare the voters list for Election Day. You can confirm or update your information conveniently at voterlookup.ca. The process is just 3 simple steps and should only take you a few minutes to complete. First, fill in your personal details. Next, select the options that best describe your situation. The system will confirm your elector status and/or prompt you for additional information if required. And finally, verify and save your information. It's as simple as that. So remember, have your say. Log on today.